Sup, y'all? Back in this thing. It's your boy Double J, aka Hulk. Another video, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Make sure y'all turn that notification bell on, man. Like I say, man, I'm gonna keep coming with these videos back to back, man. So today, video is gonna be just. I probably should do this video first, huh? Just telling y'all a little bit about myself, you know what I'm saying, and why I got into trucking, how long I've been driving trucks, and, you know, I guess the companies that I've been to and the time that I've been driving. So, I am 38 years old. I've been driving trucks for 5.5 years, exactly. 5 years and 7 months. Today make 5 years and 7 months, exactly. So yeah, man, so I've been out here for 5 years. We gonna say 5.5 years, we don't got 7 months. 5.5 years. Out of the 5.5 years, I've probably been a company driver 8 months out of the 5.5 years. I started with as soon as I got my license, I jumped on the bus to Paducah, Kentucky, and went to PTL. Like, those were I was just so ready to get onto a company. Like, I mean, whatever company called me back first, no, without doing research or anything like that, I just hopped on. Hey, send me the bus ticket, I'm coming. Know what I'm saying? So I straight out of school. So I hopped on the bus, went to Paducah, Kentucky to PTL as a company driver. I did my 5,000 miles with my trainer, Mike. Good dude. Haven't spoken to Mike in a while. I got to hit Mike up, man. Did my 5,000 miles with him, and then once you completed your 5,000 miles with your trainer over there at PTL, if you're a company driver, once you finish your 5,000 miles with the trainer at PTL, you have to do 40, I believe it's 40,000 miles with another rookie driver, basically a driver that's just coming in, you know. My face ash? No, okay. My bad, y'all. Yeah, you gotta do 40,000 miles with a rookie driver just like yourself. So I probably did about 20 with him, and we just all together collectively, not 20 a piece. You gotta do 40,000 together. So I probably did about 20, and I was just so ready to get on my truck. And at that time, you know what I'm saying, you know, I have a wife and 3 kids. I was just being away from them that long. I wasn't used to being away from them that long. And my wife wasn't used to it, neither my kids wasn't used to it. So I looked for, I got a call from I had a partner that worked at Warner, and he was like, man, you can come on and get on the Home Depot account, you know, be home every day or every other day, and, you know, off on the weekend. Or you can run the Saturday if you want, you know. So I called up Warner and got onto there, and I left PTL and went to Warner. So did Warner for about, I started with PTL in January of 2015. I left them in probably I would say March. I believe it was the beginning of March or end of February when I left PTL and went to Warner. And then I did company driver at Warner on the Home Depot account out of West Columbia for up until like November. At that time, Warner, the dad actually came back over and started taking over operations, or however this, whatever he did. But he came back and he said that if the company drivers want to become owner operators, and, you know, they're already in their trucks that they know, and they know that they know their trucks, so you can go and get they can lease their own trucks that they're in, company drivers. So I was like, cool, man, I want to do it anyway. So they gave me the opportunity to do that, leasing that truck. So I did that for about after November, I did that for another 2 years, lease purchase with them for 2 years, and I got 2 speeding tickets in the midst of those 2 years. So 6 months after I got the last speeding ticket is when they called me in the office. I was training over there. I was making good money over there. I was training students over there. You know, back and forth to the east, the west coast, east, west coast, east, west coast. And me and my student had just came back off of home time. So I got called to the office, and they fired me because I got 2 speeding tickets. Even though I paid to get them dropped, I paid a lawyer to get them dropped down to non-moving violation. They're not on my DAC report. I guess it reported to them, and even I showed them, yo, this is not on my DAC report. Like, you can look, see, like, I mean, it's not on my DAC report. They listed me as an unsafe driver. So boom, I went to after that, I went and did lease purchase with PTL. Went back to PTL. So they hired me back on lease purchase. They had to go to I forgot the name of the place you had to go to get the trucks. Oh Lord, it'll come to me in a minute. But you had to go somewhere else to get your truck, and then what's the name of that place? Y'all know the name I'm talking about. If I'm pretty sure, you know, we got a PTL driver on operator over here, and they send you to God, it's on the tip of my tongue. It'll come, but anyway, they send you someplace to get a truck, and then you start running. So boom, I did that for about 3 weeks. Out of those 3 weeks that I've ran with PTL, the first week, I really don't count the first week because it's not a full week. 2, you know, there's always some shit that comes out, you know, that, like, say you got Qualcomm thing that gonna come out, or something extra gonna come out, and so the first week I don't really count that shit because I ain't really ran like that. But for the next 2 weeks, all together, collected, the 3 weeks that I've been with PTL, running my ass off, I didn't bring home over $1,000 in those 3 weeks that I was with them. I got my check, my last check, on the 3rd week, and it just pissed me off, man, because I had ran so damn hard on that one, man. I mean, I wasn't filling my truck up at the pump every time I go to the pump. Like, I already got it down now what I need to do. Like I said, I just did this 2 years with Warner, so I know how to manage my fuel and everything like that. You know, I fuel for what I need, you know. And truck was running good and everything like that, and I was just, man, come on, man, y'all doing me like this? Like, every time I turn around, there's different expenses coming out and all kinds of stuff. So I wasn't with it. Left them, went to Snyder. Got to Snyder. I did Snyder. They hired me on as a company driver for a month. I didn't think it was a month. It's probably been 3 weeks. And then I leased me a truck. So I leased a truck for 2 years with Snyder. And then what was it, a year and a half, 2 years. It was 2 years. Yeah, because I'm with Snyder for 3 years. I was Snyder for 3 years. I was with Warner for a year and a half, I believe, going on 2 years. Yeah. So I leased the truck with Snyder. Good truck, making good money, everything like that. It's just that I had to stay out so much to because my payment was $900 and something a week, and you know, I had bills, you know what I'm saying? So in order for me to bring a good check home, you know, I had to stay out for like 3 weeks. And I mean, I know the whole time that I was with Warner, when I leased their truck the first time, I mean, I'm not Warner, Snyder, I probably was home, if you count the weeks up, I've probably been home out of a year. If you count the weeks up that I've been home, it probably been 12 weeks out of a year that I've been home. And some of those wasn't even a full week. It was just 3 days here, 2 days here, and I'm back on the road. A weekend, and I'm back on the road, you know, for another 3 weeks. And it just got real tiring, man, because, you know, so I turned the truck back in, and I went to the dealership and got me a truck after about 2 years of doing that. I did it for 2 years. After 2 years doing that, I turned the truck back in, and I just went to the dealership and got a truck and brought it back over to Snyder, and I was making monthly payments. Everything running smoothly now, you know. Then I got something happened to that truck where I was riding. It was in the wintertime, and I wasn't getting no heat, so I stopped at the Petro in Freightliner, Virginia to get my thermostats changed. And they changed the thermostat. This took all day, by the way. So I knew something else was going on. I don't know what. He broke off a bolt to the housing in there, so he had to tap that out. I think it was 2 bolts, so he had to tap that out. Then he had to. They charged me for that. Then they tapped the bolt back in and all kind of stuff. It just took forever. It took all day until the night. And so and then he gonna come and tell me and say, "Hey man, you got a blown head gasket." I'm like, "Excuse me, sir? What did you say?" He said, "You got a blown head gasket." That just ruined me, because I'm like, now, man, I'm like, oh my God. First of all, what the hell do you mean I got a blown head gasket? Like, dude, I was coming here I didn't have no heat. No, I'm saying, I didn't have no heat. Like, I mean, I don't have no check engine lights on. I mean, if I got a blown head gasket, I don't have no smoke, white smoke coming out the tailpipes. I don't have oil is not mixing with my water's not mixing with my oil. I'm like, what do you mean, man? So now I'm saying, I just said, you know what? Just put my truck back together. Let me pay y'all, which came out to like $1,000 and something. Let me pay y'all, and let me get my truck up out of here, man. So in the midst of doing that, I sat in the parking lot for probably before I left the parking lot, Petro parking lot. I called Snyder Finance up and be like, "Hey man, can I lease another truck through y'all? My truck going down, and I need to be back on the road." You know what I'm saying? So they be like, "Yeah, man, you didn't burn no bridges with us. I mean, you can lease back on with us. You can lease another truck." Boom. They say, "Give me to this happened on a Tuesday, I believe." So I drove the truck home. I live in Virginia. So I drove the truck from Freightliner, Virginia, which is probably about to Stafford, Virginia, about 131 miles, with a blown head gasket, all the way home, no problem, no check engine light. Well, yeah, check engine light was on. After they did the head gasket, I don't know what they did, but not the head gasket, but after they did the thermostats, my check engine light was on. So I was just like, I was gonna bite the bullet with this and just turn that truck back in. I'm going home for a week. I already got the word from Snyder. They say, "Hey, my truck will be ready the following Monday." So I'm just go ahead and take this week off, get myself together, spend some time with the family. When I get back in that truck, I'm gonna run. So I did that. Got my truck, got back on the road. Got my truck that Monday. I probably got my truck. I signed for my truck that Wednesday. It was a Wednesday. It was a following Wednesday. I signed for my truck. Got my truck and back on the road, which is what I'm in right now. Everything was good until the COVID came, and I started seeing my regular runs. Like, I already had a set run, like places that I go to and runs. I had a certain thing of run. I had a lineup, a lane that's all I did. And then probably if some old other stuff out the way, if I needed extra money or something like that. But I had certain runs that I did. And then I started the rates start to drop. So I'm like, okay, it dropped like 200. Then it dropped like 300. And I'm like, no, I can't carry that for that. I'm sorry, I can't carry that for no less than that now. And over there, you can't negotiate. So I mean, the price is what it is. Know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, come on. So it got harder for me to make what I needed to bring home and make my truck payment. So I started to I reached out to I started looking on YouTube at videos of Landstar, talking to other Landstar drivers out on the road to see if they were experiencing the same thing. They were, to an extent, but they said it was still manageable. And I've been wanting to come over here for the longest, but I don't like to job hop unless I have to. So I like to have a good work history with one job other than PTL. I'm sorry, I don't mean to throw names out there like that, but I mean, I just had a bad experience over there. Oh, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, yeah. So it was like it wasn't too bad over here. So I mean, I called up Landstar. That took about a month for me to get on over here, because they do everything like what you do in regular orientation at say any other trucking job. They do all that stuff before you even get there. Like, you go take your drug test, you go if you don't have your hazmat, you need to get that. But at the time, I didn't have my hazmat, and they were bringing me on anyway, and said that because of what's going on and DMVs were closing and everything, that they were bringing drivers on that didn't have hazmat. But you just had to get it with, after you got it. But after you got on for a couple of while, I think they give you a time period to get it. But I wanted to go ahead and get it before I come on, because once I get on the road, I don't want to have to get shut down because I need to go take this test, end up failing, have to keep going back, like I did prior to coming here. Man, I took that test 5 times, and got it on the 5th try, because that's another story. But yeah, man. So I got on. It took about a month. So I ran at Snyder up until the week before I had to go to orientation. And then I took a week off, and then I came to orientation. And here it is, man. On my 3rd week here, and I love it. I don't have anything bad to say about Snyder. It's just that business-wise for me, it wasn't making sense, because I couldn't make money, man. I needed to bring home what I needed to bring home. So that's the only reason why I had to I left Snyder. So yeah. That's it for the day, man. That was my story time for the day. So like I said again, like, share, and subscribe for the videos, man. I got plenty more stories of things that happened to me while I was with Warner, while I was training, good training stories, and you know, just all kind of stuff, man. So just hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, man, and you know, leave a comment. Let me know what y'all want me to talk about, or questions that you have for me, man, and I'll do a video on that, you know. So just let me know, man. It's your boy, man, Double J, aka Hawk, man. I'm out, man. Keep it up on the road, bro.